Okay, so I just finished the Datos State of Search webinar with Eli, and I wanted to walk you through something real quick here. So this is a bunch of data about how people are using AI. Obviously, this comes from their multi-million desktop panel. We're talking about desktop only, but it's okay. It makes sense here. So ChatGPT, you can see that this like plateau decline over the last 6-7 months has been happening while Claude and Gemini obviously grow. I don't think anyone's surprised by this. I think OpenAI might be in trouble on the consumer side. That probably surprises no one. When you zoom in a little closer, what you see is that the high point, right, of 37% of desktop users visiting OpenAI or ChatGPT in the US, that was back in September of 2025. We are now at 34%, which is, only a few percentage points lower. But you can see Gemini like continuing to rise. And if you dig in further, you then see that Claude has had these 4 outstanding months in a row, right? December, January, February, March. They've really grown. There's no way that's slowed down. I think this is almost certainly grown again in April and growing in May now. I think there's this possibility that like Claude might be the Reddit to ChatGPT's Dig. This is probably not surprising to anyone. I think OpenAI sort of stuck their foot in it on some socio-political, cultural issues too, and that's almost certainly hurting them with consumers. EU, UK, almost exactly the same. EU, UK has consistently been about 10% higher in terms of usage, but the graph shapes are all the same. That like crazy growth spike for Claude, you can see. And so I had this theory that AI is looking like we're like broadly speaking more plateauing and slowing growth with consumers, but businesses continue to adopt and use it. Business users, professional users tend to do this. And so I realized with SparkToro, you can do this. So I basically went to SparkToro and I searched for only those people who are professionals at businesses. This query took a long time to run because it's a massive audience. But when the analysis came down, look at this. If you're wondering, why is my LinkedIn feed so down on Google and so pro AI search? Why are they like, it seems like professionals, like especially in our world, are like, man, ChatGPT's huge, Claude's huge, Gemini's huge. Well, look at that. Plus 373% for Claude. Claude is used almost 400% more by B2B professionals than it is by the average American. And when you compare that to, I'm now doing in SparkToro another huge query, which was just consumers, like consumers who are looking for retail shopping on the web. Man, those numbers are way, way lower, minus 15% for ChatGPT. Claude is not in the top 4 anymore. Like, very, very different, totally different. And I think this explains a lot of what's going on. My suggestion to you is, if you don't know the shape of your audience and their use of these, you should go find out. You can buy data from a clickstream provider like Datos or SimilarWeb or ComScore, somebody like that. And you can do the cheap version, which is to run the query in SparkToro and like see where your audience is concentrated. I think armed with that knowledge, you can make intelligent decisions about where to put budget and effort and energy. And without it, you're looking at the broad data or the narratives that come from PR and press and media, and I just don't think that is the way.